What's up, y'all? Toya here, and I am back with another video for y'all. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Alright, y'all. Today is the day. It is finally time we talked about DeliverThat. Now, I've only done a handful of DeliverThat deliveries, but I have been in the catering scene for a little bit, so I do feel like I've done enough to be able to walk you guys through everything from start to finish. So today we're going to talk about everything that you need to know for DeliverThat, and we're going to discuss everything you need to know from sign up all the way to when you get paid. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, first off, what is DeliverThat? DeliverThat is a catering delivery platform that allows drivers to deliver catering orders. Now, a majority of the orders are going to be going to businesses Monday through Friday between lunch periods. But on occasion, there are going to be deliveries for early morning, late evening, and on weekends. Now, just to point out really quick, there are a couple of differences between the deliveries. Now, easy cater deliveries, those are probably going to be the most popular and most common deliveries that you see on these platforms. But they do also have Olo deliveries, another catering partner, and you have catering orders that are direct from the restaurant. Now, I will go in detail as far as what is the difference, but I did want to point out that there are different partners that do work with DeliverThat to supply these catering deliveries. Now, majority of the orders, I would say it's going to take on average between 30 minutes to an hour to complete, and that mostly depends on the travel distance and the time that it takes to set up the food. And the pay does average between $20 and $30 per delivery, but in most cases it has been way more, $30, $40, sometimes $50 on average. And that just kind of depends on your market, depends on what orders are available, and a few different factors. But that is the average pay that you're going to receive on a majority of these orders. Now, all of that probably sounds good and everything, right? So now you want to know, how do you sign up? Now, sign up is pretty simple, but there are a decent amount of steps that you have to go through. So first you have to go to ideliverthat.com/driver. On that page, you're going to hit the button Become a Driver, and then it's going to take you to a job listing page. And it's going to list all of these catering driver options. And from there, you're going to pick the location that's closest to your preferred area as far as where you want to complete your deliveries. Now, there is an option for you to enter in a zip code. So you can enter in the zip code of your preferred area, and it's going to go ahead and list the areas that are closest to that zip code. So once you find the area that works for you, you're going to select that listing. And from there, you're going to have an option to submit an application. So you're going to fill out pretty much most of the basic information that it would normally ask: your name, your phone number, your email address, and there's a few questions that you have to answer as well. So after you submit your application, you're going to receive a series of text messages, and that's pretty much going to take you step by step on what part you're on, what you're going to have to do next, and all of that. So a couple things you're going to have to go through. You're going to have to go through a questionnaire, and don't worry, there's going to be a video that you can watch and you can answer the questions. So it's just your basic information about how the app works and what the expectations are, things like that. Just a basic questionnaire. Then you're going to have to do your background check, and you're also going to have to do an MVR check, and that's a motor vehicle report check. And that's just to check to see how many violations you have, if you have any. And, if you have too many violations of a specific type, you will be considered ineligible to sign up. Like I said, it's going to tell you everything you need to know as far as each step that you're going to have to complete. And after that, the next steps are just going to be signing some paperwork, filling out your 1099, and that's pretty much it. So after everything has cleared, you're going to receive another text message on how do you get your access to the DeliverThat app. And you do have to go through a third-party app. It's called Vromo, and that's the application that runs the DeliverThat app. But like I said, it has all the instructions on what you need to do, how do you get signed in, how do you get your password set, and all of that. Everything's going to be listed for you. And the last and final step you have to do, I know this sounds like a lot, but you have to provide proof of having catering bags. So DeliverThat does offer their own catering bags that you can purchase, but you can have your own generic catering bags. They do not want any catering bags with other companies' logos on them. So if you have something with the logo on it, either cover it up or you have to get, like I said, some type of generic catering bags. And once you get the okay for the bags and you can finally get access to log in to DeliverThat, you can finally start taking orders. So you're ready to go ahead and get on the road and start delivering. Now, when you open up the DeliverThat app, the main thing you're gonna see is this big map overview. Now, at the bottom of that map, there's a bar. You can click on that to see more options. So the first thing you're going to want to do, first of all, is turn yourself online, because you're not going to get any orders if you are unavailable. So you have to turn yourself online, you have to make yourself available, and then you're going to start getting orders sent to you. Now, on that same page where you expanded that bar, you're going to see two different tabs. You have a jobs tab and you have an offers tab. The jobs tab is going to list every delivery that you have accepted, and the offers tab is going to list all of the offers that are available for you to pick up. Now, just to backtrack really quick, when you mark yourself as available, DeliverThat is going to go based off of your current location. So if you're at home and you're marked as available, they're going to send you jobs that are close to your home, in your area that you're available, right? If you start going out and doing deliveries in other areas, you're going to start getting orders in the area of your current location. Now, most of the orders that they send, they are going to be for the next day. Like I said before, most of the orders are going to be Monday through Friday around lunchtime. So if you are getting orders sent to you for next day, they're more than likely going to come in the afternoon or in the evening. So again, you have to remain online and available to have those sent to you. Now, if you're out and about and, you're doing other deliveries, there might be that occasion where there's an urgent order that comes up an hour or 2 hours before the actual pickup time. Maybe it got dropped or, who knows what happened, but it's now an available order and you can pick that order up if you like. So if an order is sent to you and you're not in the app, depending on your notification settings on your phone, you might get an audio cue notifying you that there is an order available, and you'll receive a notification on your notification bar just letting you know that there is an offer available. So when you open up the app, you're going to click on that same bar and you're going to go to that offers tab. Now, if that offer is still available, you should be able to see it listed. You're going to see a couple of things. You're going to see a countdown timer, and that's pretty much the countdown to the time when you actually have to pick up that order. The next thing that you see under that is going to be the order type. So if it's Easy Cater, it's going to say Easy Cater. If it's Olo, it's going to say Olo. If it's direct to the restaurant, it'll have an acronym for that restaurant, and that's going to vary on the restaurant. And below that, you're going to see the address for the pickup and the delivery location, as well as the times where you have to arrive at each of those locations. Now, it's not going to list anything about pay at all on this screen. It's just going to give you this basic information, pretty much where you have to go and what time and what type of order it is. If you want to see all of the additional details, including the pay, you have to accept that order. So the moment you accept that order, it's going to move over to that jobs tab. And from there, you can open up and view all of the information about the order. So the total order costs, the mileage that you're going to have to drive, the time that it's estimating it's going to take to complete, all of the additional instructions, the phone numbers, and how much you're going to get paid. Now, the two main things you're probably going to look at are going to be your delivery commission, and that's pretty much the base pay of what you're getting paid. And then you have the tip. Now, like I mentioned before, there's multiple types of orders, okay? So for Easy Cater works off of a tip pool. So pretty much how the tip pool works is that all of the tips given from the Easy Cater orders, they are pretty much put into like a big pot. And that pot is pretty much split amongst all of the drivers evenly. So even if you did a super small order, $100 worth of food, and that customer tipped like 10 bucks, that doesn't matter. You're still going to receive an equal amount from that tip pool. And I know some people may not really like the tip pool, but I'll go ahead and get into that once I do my pros and cons video, okay? Now for Olo, I haven't done Olo yet, but I have heard that those orders do provide you the full tip that is provided from the customer. And same with direct from the restaurant. If they're ordering direct from the restaurant and they provide a tip, whatever tip they provided, 100% of that goes to you. You're not splitting it with anybody. Now, besides the tips, there might be some additional areas where you can receive additional pay. Sometimes there are incentives, like if it's a super large order, you might get additional pay as an incentive. And you can also receive additional pay if the food isn't ready for pickup and you've been waiting for a really long time. But of course, that comes after the fact. Now, once you've looked over everything on that order, and if it looks good, you can keep it. And if it's an order you're kind of looking at, you're like, you know what, I'm not really too sure about this, I really don't want it, you do have the option to drop the order and have it assigned to another driver. And I see this all the time. Sometimes there's an order that pops up and you're like, you know what, I'm good on that. I don't want to take it. And it disappears because somebody else took it. But then 2 minutes later, it's popping right back up. And the reason it's like that is because, well, you can't see the pay until you accept the order. So when you accept the order and it's not looking good, you can just drop it. But don't worry, you're not going to get penalized for just accepting the order to check the pay. And like I said, if it's something that doesn't work for you, you can drop it. All right, so you finally accepted your first order. What are you going to expect for pickup and delivery? Now, for pickup and delivery, everything's pretty much self-explanatory. You just have to follow the instructions on the app for that job. Now, before you even head out the door, you have to start the job 30 minutes before the pickup. Now, when you get to the restaurant, you have to slide that you've arrived. And when you get inside, you'll just go ahead and let them know, hey, I'm picking up a catering order. Give them the catering number or name or whatever they need. Once you get all the food and verify that they've given you everything, you do have to get a signature from the restaurant. So you'll go ahead and get a signature, and then you can complete the pickup. And once you completed the pickup, you can start making your way over to the delivery location. Pay attention to the delivery instructions. Sometimes they might need you to call. You might have to ask for somebody at the front desk. Just follow the instructions that are given to you in the app. So once you've arrived, you'll go ahead and mark yourself that you've arrived, and you'll go ahead and complete the food setup. And setup is not complicated at all. Depending on the restaurant, some might have these aluminum pans. You can set the aluminum pans out. If they're like individual meals, you can go ahead and take those boxes out or those bags. And in some cases, you might not have to do setup at all. Sometimes they'll just say, oh, just leave the bags here, or they'll take them from you at like the front desk area. But regardless, make sure you are getting a picture of the food before you let them walk off with it. So take a picture of the food, or you can take a picture of the setup if you had to do the setup, but a picture is required for you to complete the delivery. And once the picture's been added, that's pretty much it. You've completed your first delivery. All right, so you completed your first delivery. How do you get paid? Now, payment is super simple. Now, when you're doing your sign up process and everything, it is going to ask you, how do you want to get paid? So you're going to enter in that information there on the initial sign up. Now, the payment schedule is as follows. There's actually 2 different dates when payments go out. Now, if you completed your deliveries between Monday and Wednesday, you will receive payment on Friday. If they were completed Thursday through Sunday, then payment will be sent on Wednesday. So make sure you keep that in mind. Now, when they are sending the payment out, you're also going to receive an email that's kind of going to give you a breakdown of everything that happened within that time frame. So you're going to see all of your payments that you received for your delivery commission, all of your tips, and you'll see how much you actually got paid from the tip pool if it was an easy cater order, and if there were any other adjustments. So, parking, tolls, or you're waiting really long for a pickup and, you got an adjustment there, incentives, but it gives you a very thorough breakdown of everything that you're receiving for payment. But of course, if you have any questions or if you think there's an error on your payment, you can reach out to support and they can assist you from there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything from start to finish for DeliverThat. So like I said, I've done catering a bit on the Delivered platform, and everything's still pretty much the same when it comes to, pickup and delivery. The only differences are just, how you navigate the app and how you accept orders, and that's pretty much it. So everything else is pretty much the same though. So hopefully this helps somebody, if you're thinking about signing up for the DeliverThat platform. Hopefully this answers your questions as far as everything that you need to know step by step. And, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. Now, before I go, I have to remind you guys to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a video. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. And as always, stay safe out there and keep grinding.